Fist bump.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Matt's here.
Chris is here.
We're Rusty Monkey, and it is another.
Monkey Monday.
I'm going to make you say that every time we do it because you're better at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So today is taking the brand test.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, I realised we've been doing branding for many years, and I've realised there are 5 stages of branding. And it's interesting to see whereabouts you are on the journey that we've taken.
So here's a little graphic.
Wow, that's a nice pyramid.
Isn't it just? So the first thing is your logo. It's where most companies start.
Yeah.
Logo, of course, is just the small device for people to remember you by.
Yeah, and it's not that important. So that is the first stage of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a recognising, it's your face, isn't it? It's your quick face. So people go, it's you. And that's where most companies do start. They start with a logo. Some of them don't start with a logo. Some of them start with other stuff. But when they get into their branding, that's the first thing people think of is the badge.
Yeah, so you've reached level 1.
Yeah.
But have you reached level 2, which is having a brand pack?
Yeah, so what most people then go and do is produce a set of guidelines that accompany that logo. So your brand pack might describe what fonts you should use, what colour you should use.
Yeah, you'd have a letterhead.
Yeah, letterhead, yeah. And these are important, these little assets to start creating a level of consistency, which brings us to level 3.
Level
and
3, yeah.
Maybe you've got to level 3, which is consistency.
Yeah, so you try and make sure everything that leaves your building look consistent. It's pretty straightforward, really.
Yeah, so where a lot of people fall down is some of the real small detail here. So yeah, the letterhead might be good and their business card might be right and maybe their website's looking pretty much okay, but they'll start falling over when you start looking at your sales team's keynote presentations and
Yes.
other assets that people might create internally, or perhaps a bit of a trade stand's been designed somewhere over here. So that really is the consistency stage. Consistency level is once you've got to there, everything is looking great across the board. And that's where a lot of companies get to is level 3.
Yeah. And level 4, rather than everything just being what you design and put out there, level 4 is everything is brand. So a product is your brand. The way you answer the phone is a brand.
Yeah. In actual sort of handheld things as well, this can be exploring your tone of voice, exploring how you communicate in a wider fashion, understanding your customers and how to communicate with them, how to onboard new staff, new employees, new customers. So it takes that level of consistency and it starts really creating a promise across everything you do. And this is really where branding is really important, because your brand is essentially your promise to your customers and what your customers start feeling about you, which is
Level 5. The brand is what everyone thinks. So it's everyone.
yeah. It may not just be one thing. You'll have your own idea of what your brand should stand for, but really it's how people see you and it's what promise they believe you have made to them. So you have millions of brands in one respect, not just one, because it's everyone's opinion of who you are. It's your reputation, it's everything. And that is filtered by all of the stages above. So how they recognize you. I'm going to look at this thing, how they recognize you, how the brand pack has fed into consistency across your whole company, and the promises that you've made in your tone of voice to them, into your onboarding, into your everything.
Yeah, so it's really only what just lands. So I did a vlog earlier last year about a spa treatment, and they thought that their brand was about being a luxurious spa hotel. And actually, what landed wasn't quite that.
No.
And as you can see from this example here, this is the information you get when you check into the hotel, what time breakfast is. And if you're a hotel which is a high end, why are you using clip art? And it's written by people whose first language isn't English. So it's really interesting. What has actually hit my brain rather than what they think their brand is completely different.
Yeah. So the promise you perceived is different to the promise that they believe they're making. So getting your brand working really well for you is when your promise and how people see you are perfectly aligned.
Yeah, so potentially in 2020, you could get yourself into level 5.
Yeah. Level up, everyone. It's time.
Very good. Motivation.
Go. That's why we're doing fist bumps.
Hey.
Thanks.
Bye.